tipped screw out of here. This pulls off. You see there, it just simply kind of pulls out. So now I've got the valve closed. Just put this back on. I'm going to leave the screw out so that I can put it back on after I'm done doing all this. We'll tighten down this, tighten down the filler port because I had that loose. I cleaned this all up so I can see where potentially where that leak's coming from, and we'll just start pumping it back up. And a valve stem for like your tire or on your vehicle. Okay, that's interesting. So with the valve closed, in the closed position, even tried to tighten it down a little bit, I'm getting bleed by. So we have an issue inside. Well, that's not cool. I may need parts to repair this, so we'll get into this a little further, however you want to say that, and see what we can come up. This is kind of a failure at this point, so we'll dig in further. All right, so to remove the valve assembly from the fountain or tank is it's just the same size, 1/2 inch, so that kind of makes it easy for. Of course, I've already broke tore it, and it wasn't too tight. Just kind of had to turn it on the side to hold the tank. This assembly here, and I can't tell you I know the name of that. It's new to me compared to the older style. Is a 3/8. It's plastic, so you obviously be careful with there. Make sure you go in the right direction. It's you know, standard thread. So it's got a Schrader valve style, you know, like a valve stem for like your tire or on your vehicles or your bike or whatever. And so then we're going to have to disassemble this part right here, which is another 1/2 inch. They made it, I will give Coleman this on this newer model. They did make it easy. They made everything the same size here so far, or fairly close. So that's got a packing on it, a crush packing in there. That was what I initially tightened down. And so here you just have that cam set up for that eccentric block, and do have some gunk on the O-rings right here, but that shouldn't be allowing any problems with the, or shouldn't have anything to do. That could be dealing with leaking back by here, but not leaking past. So this part is just a little plunger in here. Like I said, I'm new to this style, so I've got a little phenolic block of some nature. Sorry, trying to get that on the screen. And then there's the eccentric. Oh, that's different. They definitely. So that, based off of what I can see here, the only thing that's keeping the fuel down in the tank should be that Schrader valve. So you take your valve stem tool here, if you have one. Not you're gonna need one if you're going this far. You pull that out. And what I'm inspecting on this is just to see if there was something holding the plunger open. It does have a small. It's going to be really hard for you guys to see on here. I may be going a little too in depth for most, you know, not everybody on here is going to care. They're just going to replace it, but not me. I like to fix them. So there's a little gasket down there. I do have I have some of these valve stems for, you know, because they're the same as. But that's the only thing I can see here that could potentially be an issue. At this point, it'll probably be best to just reassemble and test. So see, maybe there was just something lodged in there that I didn't see. So I'm going to go through a little bit of that. Well, I guess I'll keep you guys along. I'm just trying to keep this video not too horribly long. I know I lose people along the way. This also has an O-ring, so you don't have to worry about that. Or, you know, you want to inspect it, make sure it's not dried, cracked, or broken, anything like that. That's obviously plastic, so you're just going to want to just barely snug that tight. And the assembly of this is going to be a first time for me, so bear with me because I already messed up. Alright, so take that back off because you need to put this in here first. So this is going to line up with alright, so that's how that works. That plunger, I'm trying to show you this here. This plunger, depending on, because when you turn this valve, it's on a cam system that moves that up and down. When you go on to full on, it pushes that down and should depress that Trader valve down here, allowing fuel pressure to come up from the bottom. So like I said, we're reassemble, see if that does it. Maybe I'll replace that Trader valve just to be sure. So let me pause you here, or so we kind of mess